We are focused on reviewing figurative language, so we are working on idioms, and we are looking at idioms from around the world, not just idioms that we use here in America. So we started with comparing "it's raining cats and dogs" and what people would say in different countries. And I had them, just as an intro activity, guess and use inferencing skills and try to figure out where they thought some of the idioms, which country they were from. Who let the cat out of the bag? Does anybody know the origin, the story behind who let the cat out of the bag? Bobby, do you know? I just learned this.
You did guess that.
Yeah, I think it.
Okay. Yes.
A lady and a little cat jumped out of the bag.
No, it has something to do with shopping in a marketplace. So think medieval times.
What were they buying from the cat out of the bag?
It doesn't really have anything to do with the cat itself. Emma?
They would trick them and put cats in bags instead of like a goose. And then when they opened it, cat like came out and they didn't have the meal.
That's actually pretty good, yeah. And I read two different versions of it. One said that they would buy maybe a bird or some kind of livestock or something, and then they would put it in a bag or something for them to take it home. And they would always say you should check the bag before you get it home. You know, don't wait until you get home. Check your animal or check your product before you get home. And then another version said they would put things that shouldn't be in there, and some people wouldn't check until they got home. So that's where the saying, "who let the cat out of the bag," comes from, which is pretty interesting. Really, a lesson just to serve as kind of a brief overview, and then we can go different ways from here, talking about stereotypes or talking about similarities between our idioms and other countries' idioms, or you know, how someone would feel learning English and it's not their native language, and you know, all the just you know, oddities we have in our language. But I think it's also showing them that even though it may sound strange to us, it's still important, it still has value, and just because something's different doesn't mean that, you know, it's not valuable. And I think that's something big, just showing them and spending time on learning about different countries, is showing them value, that, you know, it is important to learn about other places and other languages, and hopefully starting that from a young age, and that they continue to want to learn more about, you know, languages, culture, whatever it is. So we're going to be creating your own idiom. So this is an idiom that does not exist, and you are doing it, creating it about the country that you are reading your book about. Okay? So I want you to think about the culture, traditions, history, language, and you are going to create your own idiom about that country. Okay? And I want you to brainstorm today, and tomorrow you're going to write down your idiom and also make an expression for your idiom.